got to start somewhere, and I think, you know, that was a defining moment for us because it was just me and you.
Yeah.
And we went to the studio, and it didn't work out. You know,
Yeah,
it just didn't work out, and we had a decision to make. You know, was it like, okay, well, is this gonna even work? You know, this was 2-3 years ago, and is this even gonna work? And we're doubting everything, and now we're putting out a full length. You know, and it's like, okay, coming from, you know, being in my backyard and just coming up with random riffs and trying to put some idea together to actually putting out a full length, despite all the obstacles we've had to overcome throughout this whole time. You know, I think it's definitely something that, you know, we're super proud of.
Yeah. Definitely a pat.
But holy crap, writing an album is not easy. And like I have so much more respect for albums that people that come out with 15 tracks and you know, quality music and like can get it done. And you know, for us, I think it's especially difficult because we all live far away from each other. We all work full-time jobs, right? So we're all very, very active, right? And we have things that we're doing, and you got to fit everybody's schedule. You got to make sure everybody has, you know, all the same time off, and you know, we can, you know,
which is the hardest part. Yeah,
it's just so difficult. It's not like we're all neighbors and we can just get out and jam in the garage. You know, it's like,
we all live far away from each other, and then we have a jam space, so it's like, it's difficult, you know.
Absolutely.
But it's fun.
Absolutely. And when we went back to that first jam session after that 4 months, dude, that was almost like, you know, playing all together for the first time, you know, where it just was like,
it felt so
hearing
good.
live music in some way, dude.
I remember. Do you remember how loud it was?
It hurt.
It hurt my ears.
Yeah.
Like that was the weirdest thing. Like my ear. I remember me and Drew even looking at each other. We're like, oh damn. This is...
Yeah, and I just can't help but wonder, like, going back to live music, you know, live shows, how that's gonna be for my ears. You know, like, it's gonna be crazy just seeing another concert. You know,
I can't.
It's gonna be insane.
Wait though. I cannot wait.
But yeah, that was just so long. That was so much time. But again, you know, it led us to actually come up with, like you said, we had a handful of songs that were written during the quarantine.
Yeah.
Right? And we were still communicating actively, making sure, you know, whether it was practicing, whether it was just coming up with new stuff. And we established we're going to write a full length, but, you know, with that comes a lot of songs you have to write. And a lot of ideas. And it's much more than just putting a song together in lyrics and then submitting it. There's a whole list for when you do everything yourself. You have no managers. You have
no PR.
Nothing.
Marketing.
It's literally the five of us, right?
Yeah.
The whole band working together and hoping that we're doing everything correctly because we've made many mistakes. I'll tell you that. We've made many mistakes.
Plenty of mistakes.
Yeah. How many writing sessions did we do?
I thought you were gonna ask me how many mistakes.
Oh yeah, have you keeping track, man?
How many mistakes?
You keeping track?
No. What did you say?
How many writing sessions do you think we did throughout the session, throughout the album release? Because we did Airbnbs many times.
So yeah, I think it was when we that first jam when we were like, okay, we need to get together and actually.
Yeah, because we had a concept of the songs.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to build off of that and add some more.
Yeah, I was just like, we need to get together. So we went to, I think, 4 different Airbnbs.
We went to the cabin in Big Bear in the woods, yeah. And then we went to LA.
There was LA.
And we went to another, was it LA again, that last one?
Might have been.
And then there's one more.
I swear there was one more.
There was one more. It was after Big Bear. Where did we go?
Oh man, it's crazy that I can't even remember right now.
Was it just 3? Maybe it was just 3.
Maybe it was just 3.
But we went, all those weekends, we did about, it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? I mean, we did 3 days.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yep.
And it was just session after session after session and just recording the production.
That first one at the cabin was probably, I think, our most productive one.
It was hard to be more productive than that. Yeah. It really was.
Like that one, I think we smashed out.
And I think it was because we didn't work for a long time together. Yeah. We really didn't.
We were just excited and we
were just like, let's
got together and we freaking owned it. Mm-hmm. That's when a lot of the songs really kind of saw the light of day. Uh-huh. And that was like, okay, this is where we're going with it. Mm-hmm. Like we knocked out a lot that first weekend. That was a fun weekend.
That was really good. It was a critical weekend for us.
Critical.
Very, very important.
But
absolutely. Yeah. Shout out to Airbnb because
yes,
if it wasn't for Airbnb, we couldn't go to a hotel.
Yeah, they were. All the hotels were closed. So
yeah, all the hotels were closed, and there was no space for us to go to work together, spend the night, spend the whole day to actually work. You know, like, we couldn't go to my house because it's garage and it's 110 degrees, and everybody else is
can't go
populated areas.
And
yeah, it's just like you have to go to a place where you're kind of secluded, and we can close the windows and close the doors, and we can actually, it wasn't like we were playing loud, but we needed that space to like actually be able to, just play and relax a little bit and kind of go off of that. But needless to say, it's almost out. It's coming, November 13th.
After many obstacles and many things thrown at us, it's finally coming out. It's
a crazy, crazy time to put out a full-length album, man. Our album title is called Moral Collapse, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go over the story of that?
How did that come about, Trevor?
So, this is a true story. I really want to touch on this because it's too good to be true, honestly. Always feeling like I'm barely trudging